Good evening, guys. Just like I told you, we are back with another video, and welcome once again. This is Peter Osano. I'm also a web developer. My other name is Rover Fashions. We also do fashions. You can visit our YouTube channel that is about to launch in a couple of time. We are doing fashion, and right now we are not talking about fashion. We are talking about system. We are speaking about how businesses can run through a website, how to build this website, and how the website works. As you know, I am a website developer and I'm also a software engineer. I do both backend and front end, and I also do hosting of the particular website. And therefore, today, I want to tell you an example of a website that I built for a client, and this client is CVM Kenya Limited. This particular client is majorly dealing with maintenance of tuk-tuk motorbikes and also vehicles. This person told me to build a website, and this website is here. Now, this website is also incorporated within it that I mean admin section where administrator can definitely manage all the services. Just like I told you, this is a company and this is not just a mere business. That means this company needed a particular system that will help them manage their information and how they operate, and therefore I just want to give you a quick overview of this. But before we go on with the today's lesson or discussion, consider liking, consider subscribing, consider sharing, and if you can comment, please put down a comment there and let me know about what you think today. So this website has an home page, it has a service page, it has a about page is here, it has a staffs page, it has where you can make inquiries or ask a question, it also has a contact section. You also see you have up where users or maybe where a guest can log into the website and also give inquiries of what they want to do in this within the company. And therefore, let's start from introducing you to the home page of the website. Now, in homepage, we have the banner, we have the introduction, brief overview of what the particular company does, and maybe blogs and everything. And then we also have services, which entails the services that this particular company is offering. We also have about page which tells about the company and everything, and therefore that is just a brief overview of a website. This is a website uh, where a guest or maybe a public user can just check in. Now, the main reason as to why I'm recording this video is to show you that we also have a section, or I also have a section. I'm using the term we because I'm used to speaking to somebody and referring to we. That means we also have another additional thing that we do. But meanwhile, I'm here as a front end and a back end developer speaking about this particular system. Now, just like I was speaking about the admin panel, this is the section where administrator will log into. Now, when admin wants to check a particular information or wants to assign user or want to check the prosperity of the business, this particular person will come to this icon you see here, this icon here. Now he will check on this icon. Another thing, we also have other particular staffs that are assigned to do a particular job in this company. We have human resource, we have receptionist, we have so many people. We have accounting and finance, we have a lot. Now, these people also have access to this panel, but if you get into this panel, this is just a panel which will introduce you to uh, um, to just a major dashboard that brings all the stuffs together. For example, if you click on it, you will be asked to enter password. Now this password is incorporated within the database of the system, and the database contains the password. Now for example, if somebody just clicks there and tries to log in with the wrong password, he will be asked to enter the correct password. Now if I enter with the correct password, if I enter the correct password, if I enter the correct password, this database should this password should be leading us to another section where we will have the page, the landing page of the system. For example, that was a wrong password. Now I want to insert. I have inserted the right password, and you will see it's bringing us into this dashboard. Now into this dashboard, we have admin section, we have receptionist, we have human capital, we have accounting and finance. The reason as to why I preferred human, the three section is because from human resource, this is the person who will uh, log into the system and add staffs, manage staffs and everything. Then in accounting and finance, this person is the one responsible for the transaction and payments and everything that is taking place in this particular company. Now, for example, if I check into the administrator section, if I go to the administrator section and log in with the correct password, it is going to bring us into a dashboard that appears this way, which is almost the same as to that landing page. Now, the reason as to why it's the same, almost the same with that landing page is because it contains the how this admin will be managing all the stuffs like receptionist, human resource, and accounting. Now, if this person tries to log into to the reception, he will be asked to enter another password. But we already know that he is the administrator. Now he has the password. Now let's go back to the landing page. Now this person, reception. For example, we have a reception. Somebody tries to apply for a job. Now the reception will get the information, or somebody comes to the platform or to the desk, he will give the reception a chance to speak with him, and then ask a reception a question about this particular company. Now, for example, somebody is registered in this company. Now human resource will come and do what? And add this particular person. For example, the admin, I mean the human resource, will add this particular person. Now the reason as to why every part has got a password is because they do specific task and they should not be sharing passwords. Now this particular person has come to the human resource. Now we are adding this person. Human resource is adding this person into the system. You will just come to this place and add that particular um, that particular that particular stuff into the system. Now you will realize that it's taking us to a page where we will now be able, or human resource will now be able to add this particular stuff. For example, I want to add one stuff. I will first start by adding this particular person's detail, and the detail we will first start by adding this particular person image. Let's take, for example, we take this, that's my brother, and we add the name. mm, Let's take for example that, and he is a network analyst. Email, let's take for example that, then phone number, let's take that. Now this person must be having work hours. Now for example on Monday this person will be working on as from 8 a.m. to that. You can also edit staff's availability, but right now we will just do that simple part. Now, if we add that particular person, we will realize that this person is being added into this place. Now, we can also edit this person. If you want to edit this person, it will now show you this particular section which has edit engineer Steve Biko's profile. Now, all this is the work of that human resource management staff. Now, this person has also the mandate to remove a staff. Now, I have ascertained that Steve Biko is not validated or has no proper quality to do a particular task that he was asked to do in this section. Now we will just delete, human resource will delete this particular person. We will just come here and delete. Now it will tell, are you sure you want to delete this stuff? Please note that engineer Steve might be assigned to service. Now that is not necessary. Now we wanted to delete, we are already deleting that person, and you will see here on top here we have staff member engineer Steve because has been deleted. Now this, we also want to add another staff. You will come here and add a staff. You will come here and add another stuff, but meanwhile I've showed you. So that is a brief overview of HR. Now we will come back. HR, after doing all the stuff, we will just log out. Now we also have reception. Now engineer Steve Biko was deleted or was fired from this particular company. He needs to consult, or he needs to reach out to get the reason as to why, but he was not given elaborate reason. He will go to the reception. Now he will send a message. He will send a message to a receptionist. Now this receptionist, let's take for example Steve Biko, now decided to log in, search for the system, for the website, and wants to ask a question. Now engineer Steve Biko will log in either to send a message, or will just come to this particular section down here and let's and maybe do what, or rather in ask for a reason as to why he was fired. Now Steve Biko will come here and log in. So this person will either this Steve Biko will either log in with either the email. Let's take for example that is the email of Steve. Then password. Now, once Steve Biko logs into this particular, you will be told this email is already existing. Now, this person will just be logging in rather than signing up, and this person should be logging in with the email. And he will have to insert a password which will give him. Now if you realize that the password is wrong, you will be asked, or you may be told to reset password. But right now I know the password. I already know the password. I already know the password. I don't know why it's not picking, but let's just go back to the whole thing and start over again. Now this person already wants to make inquiry. He will send his name. He will send his name, then and also email. Let's take for example ghn@gmail.com. Now once he submits this, you will return a message that thank you message as here. Now he will do what? He will message, hello, why am I fired without any knowledge? Yes. Now this Steve will send this notification, this part to the receptionist. Now when you come back to the landing page, now receptionist will have to log in, and after the receptionist has logged in to the system, sorry about that. Now after the receptionist has logged into the system, he will be coming here, let's chat. Now in let's chat, he will receive the information from Steve. Now let's take for example, he goes to the let's chat section. Yes, he goes to the let's chat section. He will be redirected to where the notifications are, and you will see Steve Biko, who says, hello, why am I fired without any knowledge? He will definitely respond to Steve. He or she will definitely respond to Steve. Now, let's take for example, he responds to Steve. I don't know. Now the receptionist, because the job is just to do what? Is just to to answer the everything about the system or in any inquiry. Now Steve Biko will also see here that the message has come that I don't know why message failed to send, because we are in the same place that Steve Biko was logged in according within the system. Now he will receive the message on his email. Another thing is that this email is wrong. Now he will not be able to get this email. I mean this particular email. Now he will do this via chat. Now he will definitely say I don't know. I don't know. Now the chat is already gone. Now if Steve goes back to his platform, he will now check here, I don't know, and he will say it's okay. Then from the other side, receptionist will do what? Will also check that information and say it's okay. Then if anybody has or if somebody has another thing to share within with the receptionist, he will, or receptionist has something to share with a particular customer, he will definitely, let's take for example, he wants to share file or image, he or she will definitely add that or attach a file. Let's take for example, we are attaching a file. I want to send this particular image. then I will say receive this. If he sends that, this file will be gone. Now, if Steve from the other side will be able to see that particular image. You see, it's a nice one as that. And now, welcome to my YouTube channel. Kindly consider subscribing if you are enjoying how we are going. Now, we want to check on another section. This section is a section for the accounts and finance. I am surprised. I am happy to share with you how I managed to incorporate this with the actual database. It's not easy. It wasn't a easy job, but we are now here. Keep tuning on. Now let's continue going with the information. We are here now with the account and finance. Accounts and finance will be able to log in order to administer all the transaction, all the financial statements. Now this particular person will come here and add password, and the passwords are different. Passwords are different. Passwords are different in both the systems. That means one particular person can't log into another person's particular system. Now, this person wants to check the payment, or rather, there was a particular company that had a debt that belongs to this particular company. This company or these accounts and finance will check if that particular company managed to do a business transaction or money transaction into this particular person's system. Now, if finance wants to check that, or somebody responsible for that task want to check this, you will definitely come to payment. Now, once this person checks on the payment, let's wait for that to log in. If this person definitely comes and check for the payment, we are now here. I'm surprised. Let's check. You see, this person is able to check payments today, and we know that there is no payment, though we have all payments that have been done on date 19th and date 19th, and the time is also there. Now we can definitely check if there was a payment in the last 7 days, if there was payment in the last 30 days, which was there already. You can check and it's there. Now we want to definitely download CSV for this particular statement. You will definitely come here and download that payment CSV, and it is here. Let's check. Let's come here and check the PDF. It's loading, so you can check here. We have the payments that have been done. These accounts and finance is also responsible of developing an invoice to a particular customer. For example, this particular person, or the accounts and finance, sorry, the PDF is loading. You can see it's coming on top here. Let's just wait for it to load fully. Now it's here, it's there. Sorry about that. Oh, it has opened my code. Sorry guys. Now we are here. It's here. It has gone to the user Peter Osano. Download that. Blah blah blah. Now you have that CVC where it takes you to the code where this particular thing is coming from, and you can sending an it's sending data to this section. You see, I hope you are assured that this is now my code, and I am happy that it's bringing it here. Now if that person checks it, if he goes to the downloads, he will definitely be able to check the particular PDF, but right now it's bringing us to our code. You see, this is a VS code where you can start coding and everything. Now that's all for that. Now this particular accounts and finance desk want to do what? To do a price quote for a particular company. Maybe they have got they want a tender from a particular company. This person will definitely do what? Go to price quote and develop a price quotation. Now if you will realize that if you develop a price quotation for a particular customer, if there was a time to if there reaches a time where this particular quote has been accepted, you will do what? You will just go and do the invoice. Now you will realize that if you do an invoice for a particular quote, here in the status of the quotation, it will be written as invoice and it will give you the invoice number. The invoice number is 618 here, you see, and that quotation, price quotation, uh, is invoiced. It will take you to that particular person's uh, data or data. You see, now invoices, total invoice, it's going to calculate that automatically. 4 cent are 5, you see, and invoiced are that and everything. Now that's all about invoices. If you want to develop invoice, you want to develop a price quote, you will just come into new quote, then title, let's say web design, customer. We can check amongst our customers that we have. Let's check, let's say this person. Now you realize that this person needs to pay this. Now we will add items. You will realize that the items have already been in the system. Now it has to be, it automatically reflects the amount. You can add another item, let's say engine oil. Then we send this. Once you send this price quote, it will automatically be sent to that customer's email. For example, if I send this particular price quote, it will definitely go to that person's email, and then it will say quote sent to that particular person. Now if that particular person logs in to his email, let's say that person logs in to the email, to his personal email, he will find a price quote. Now he or she has to accept the price quote, and if he or she accepts the price quote, it will definitely be reflected. It will be definitely if it will be reflected into that system. Now if I view this quotation, I will do what? I will be able to see. If I accept this price quotation, I will accept this price quotation or download it to PDF or even print it. Now let's say I accept and come back to, it will definitely send automatic invoice if you accept that price quote. Now it will record from the other side, it will record that price quotation and the and invoice. Now once you come back to this system, you will see that it will automatically list that it is invoiced. Now this particular account want to check invoices, you will definitely log into the invoice section. You will definitely log into the invoice section where he is able to see the invoices and sent. Now we were told that invoice has been sent. Now this particular customer has to check the invoice, new invoice from CVM Kenya Limited. View invoice. Now, once I view the invoice, you will realize that once I view the invoice, it will tell me to pay. And once I pay for this particular invoice, it will automatically reflect. Let's take, for example, I want to pay for this particular invoice. It will take me to payment. I will pay now. Let's say, for example, I want to use PayPal or something. Okay, it's like the system is having some faulty in payment, but we are still okay. Now you can pay. Now we are told this particular customer can pay for that invoice. It records where you can pay for that invoice, but meanwhile it will reflect automatically. Pay or download. Now once you are ready to pay, you will just pay for the invoice. But meanwhile we are talking about this section. Now this person can, now the benefit of this system is that the accounts and finance is not even being told to do what? To you see it's reflecting outstanding, overdue, and everything. You can check overdue in one day, in the past 1 month or something. But let's take, for example, there. It records paid, it records overdue, and it records sent. But meanwhile, this is not necessary. Now we have to delete this so that it should not appear this way. This is a running system. Now, once I delete that, you will realize that it automatically reduces the amount to be paid, and overdue still reflects. You see, now it makes it easy for the accounts and finance to do what? To be able to trace invoice. You can also, even if there was no price quote sent, or a customer has taken a particular good, that we can also create invoice and order. Now, so send single payment or required invoice. Now, those are other features that we have, but meanwhile we have to do, you have understood the basic part. Now this particular person is also able to to create recurring invoice plan, price plans, and everything. Now that marks how accounts and finance operates. Now I want to take you a little bit in the admin section. Now in the admin section, admin can check the services of these people. Now admin will log in, and if admin logs in, he is able to do everything. He is able to add features, he is able to delete, he is able to check employment status about each and every person in the system. Now let's take, for example, admin wants to check his side. He doesn't have to insert password because he had already inserted password in other section. Now this person will have this particular thing. He will be able to see recent active contacts. This person is able to check on the invoices, email, also a lot. This person is um, able to check a lot in the system. I'm sorry for that. There is a particular thing that is happening, but I'm sorry for that. I think it's now okay. Now this admin will be able to check on the components of the system. This person is able to check on the blogs, analytics, you see everything, invoices, upcoming events, analytics, and everything. And that's all about 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 the admin section. So admin can also log into the receptionist section where he has the mandate to see this automatically without even straining, without even logging in. Now, for example, he wants to check about the form and submission. Now, the receptionist was given a leave and there is no a backup receptionist. Admin will take the mandate to do what? To respond to particular questions that customers need to know about a particular thing. So that is about the admin. Admin can also be able to do what? To check accounts and finance and everything. You can see the transition there, and that marks the end of our admin and sections and everything. Now we are going to place where somebody can assign user to do a particular job. That is the work of human resource. Receptionist is to answer and do a lot from there. Now that marks the end of our 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 overview today. We can also check on the source of the codes and everything. You can check about that and you can learn. Meanwhile, I am happy. Thanks for watching. Once again, consider subscribing and consider liking my video. Until the end, let's meet again.